Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAK Call Lord YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAK. Right? Now, it's funny how they call this fire a Babylon fire. There's no coincidence that the Most High put the signs and the wonders, right, of the times through the things that they say. They call this certain fire that's spreading wildly. There's multiple fires spreading across the United States. Multiple wildfires. Many of them cannot be contained because the Lord is burning this place up. This is only the beginning of sorrows. Right? Now, they said Babylon fire jumps 20,000 acres as firefighters brace for increased activity. See, they embrace it for they're going to war. They're going to war. They're going to war with the fire. The Lord is a man of war. People think he got to show, angels and, it's looking mighty. Nah. The fire is his weapon. The sword, the waters, the earth is his weapon. He can bring an earthquake and destroy a whole city, a whole country. This is the judgment of YAHAWAH. He's a true living power, a true living God. This is rapidly growing Babylon fire closes Canaan Land's needless district, right? People don't have water in these towns, right? There's droughts. The water is drying up. The heat is here and it's only going to get stronger until this place is obliterated, right? Now, there's a couple of scriptures I want to get into. This is Nahum 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Now, people may say, oh, that's talking about Nineveh. Yeah, Nineveh was the capital city of the Assyrian Empire. The Assyrian Empire, their ways hold as a statue today in American society, right? Where they boasted of themselves. They boasted of their power, their military might. But yet, when the capital of Nineveh was destroyed, this is when the Assyrian Empire, ceased from ruling again. It was just another place and another power of the earth destroyed by the hands of YAHAWAH. Because the Most High has the power in his hands, right? But this new bloody city is America, Babylon the Great. This place is called spiritual Sodom and Egypt. It's full of pride, right? Lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Now let's skip on down and let's read verse 15. It says, there shall the fire devour thee, the sword shall cut thee off, it shall eat thee like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the locust. Exactly. Be ready to be devoured, O Babylon, America. That's what the Lord Yahweh is saying. He said, thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven. The cankerworm spoileth and flieth away. Right. You have put and tainted all the merchants of the earth through business and finance. You have destroyed the economy through your plans and through the things that you create. Your ideologies, right? The products that you make are destroyed. They're wicked. And they kill the people. Many people, some people know, but most of them don't care, right? They don't really care. But just like the Lord said, there shall the fire devour thee. Let's read another scripture that says this. It's prophecy that this place is burning, right? It's prophecy. It's prophecy that they call it Babylon fire because the Lord is bringing fire upon Babylon, thermonuclear destruction. Psalms 58 and verse 6. Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Now, it's funny how it says young lions. Let's go to Nahum, right? And let's go to Nahum chapter 2. And watch this. This is verse 13. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts. I will burn her chariots in the smoke. The sword shall devour thy young lions. And I will cut off thy prey from the earth. And the voice of thy messengers shall no more be heard. Right. No one shall, praise this place. Right. Appraise it. No more will people speak of America as this great city. Oh, sweet America. It won't be a thing no more. This place will be No more. Destroyed. Right? Salakia, excuse me. Right? This place will be destroyed. But when we read Psalms 58, it says the same thing. Now you understand? Right? It says, break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. This verse 6. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. So, right. So he did it to the Assyrians. First of all, he did it to the Egyptians. He did it to the Assyrians. He did it to the Babylonians. He did it to the Persians and the Medes. Right? He did it to the Grecians. Right? The Macedonians and things of that nature. He did it to Rome. But now he's going to finish Rome off with this 8th kingdom. Right? America, Babylon. And this place is going to be destroyed. It's going to be a beautiful sight. AhBa RaTazah, that we be of the elect, that we partake not of his sins and be delivered up, so we can see this destruction. You know, we got to have faith and hope in that. Charity, have joy and gladness and heart of that. Believe it truly. Don't just say it just because others. Make sure you truly believe. Make sure you making your election sure by faith in YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. It says, verse 7, let them melt away as waters, which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. And that's what the Lord said in Nahum 3, right? The sword, the glittering sword, right? The bright sword, the glittering spear. These things are going to destroy you. And who's going to bend this bow? Yahweh. Remember it said, when the Lord bends the bow, who can turn the arrow back? Roughly paraphrasing. So when the Lord bends this bow, it means when he makes these other nations come join together to destroy Babylon, to destroy America, you know, which will be the grand scheme of the whole thing, to end off Esau's kingdom, Esau's world, you know, that day is going to be a mighty and terrible day for the whole entire earth. You know, it says, as a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away. Right, a snail that melteth in the heat, like in the summertime. Right, the snails that sit out in the heat, especially in the heat of the day, midday, the sun is shining, no clouds, and they just there. They tend to burn. They'll literally melt away. They'll die out. They'll dry out. It says, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Right, they're not going to see the sun because they're going to be filled with utter darkness. The clouds. When you not see the sun, it means that you should not dwell on the earth no more. Remember, what's the place that's under the sun? The earth. So they're not going to see the sun. That means they're no longer going to be on earth. They're going to be obliterated. That's what he's talking about. Before your pots can fill the thorns, he shall make them away. He shall take them away as with a whirlwind. It means that the Lord shall take you quickly and unsuddenly. That means it's going to happen when you least expect it. Remember, it said Yahawashi is returning when everyone least expected. No man knows the day or the hour. I said it in the lesson previous before. Yesterday. Right? It says, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, like, right, as a hurricane or tornado sweeps up a person, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Right? Meaning that through Esau's destruction, America's destruction, that's how we're going to wash our feet in the blood of the wicked. Meaning that we shall be delivered up as this place being obliterated, destroyed. And people hate to hear it. People hate to hear that America, Babylon is going to be destroyed. Even many people in the truth, they hate to hear it because they don't truly have faith and hope. They still stuck to this place like Lot's wife. When she looked back, when she turned back, when the Lord commanded them not to turn back, not to look back, or they should be turned into a pillar of salt. Right? And many people, they have a lot of entanglement still trapped to this place, Babylon. For what? This place, like the Lord said, they shall wax as an old garment. Wax away as an old garment. Old garments, they dry out. They tend to tear apart eventually. They get eaten by the moth. Right? Dust moth. You know, they shall wax away continually as the garment moth. Right? The moth that eats the clothes. So the Lord is going to destroy this place. This place is going to be as if locust is coming upon this place. Right? This place is going to be taken away with locusts. This place is going to be taken away, you know, by the maggots. Right? This place is going to be taken away by the rodents. You know, by the vultures and the crows, which are the missiles that's going to come. The missiles are going to come. There's going to be many dead, destroyed. And that's just the truth. These are the things you're supposed to speak and cry to the people. If I speak softly to you, you're not going to want to hear and take heed to the righteous things of YAHAWASHI. But if I speak to you the truth and harshness and quickness, readiness, you know, in a tone that's going to wake you up, that's going to shock you, that's going to annoy you, it has to be annoying. I have to be annoying. I have to be annoying, right? In order for you to get it. But if you don't get it, then it's just not for you. Just like when YAHAWASHI came to Peter and he said, Simon, Simon, if thou lovest me, right? He said, feed my sheep, feed my lambs. So we got to understand, he told him that 3 times. The number 3, we know according to the Hebrew, it represents what? Understanding, right? In certain contexts, it represents understanding. So he told him 3 times because, you know that annoyed Peter. See, the first time was like, okay, yeah, definitely, feed my sheep, right? You know, the second time was like, all right, I got it. Like, it kind of stick, but not too well. The third time, it annoys you. It irritates you. Like, oh, man. And it's true. That's a true saying. It will irritate you. The more times somebody repeats something to you, it annoys you. Okay, I know the prayer. Okay, I know the fast. All right, man, okay, I get it. I know. I understand. Commandments. Having faith. I understand. Nah. Exactly. You understand now. Right? But you always got to repeatedly hear it. Remember they said that the Pharisees, the leaders of Israel, they hated it. They was like, here a little, there a little. They was like, the Most High speak to us in this way. He tells us the same thing over and over and over again like we're children. Well, we are children. If we're not told over and over again, we're going to fail and give up and follow after the ways of the heathens. Go into utter darkness and wickedness. We want to forget the covenant that was made. But verse 11 says, so that a man shall say, verily, there's a reward for the righteous. See, a man's going to say, oh, wow. The Lord indeed did love his people. Look how he destroyed this place. Right? It says, verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. Right? He is a power. He is the true living power that created all things through his son, YAHAWASHI. Right? The Most High did powerful things. And many of us don't believe it. Many people still question if the Red Sea split during the time when the children of Israel came out of captivity. Right? When they was dwelling in Egypt. That he stopped the Jordan River and split that as well. So they can pass over. The great understanding of these things, man. We always got to have faith. We always got to have faith. We always got to understand. All right? But I'm going to say shalom. I pray that this edifies you, brothers and sisters. And stay in the spirit. Keep praying. Keep fasting for one another. For yourselves. And enduring to the end. Have faith. We almost out of here. Have faith. Have strength. Have courage. Wait patiently on YAHAWASHI. Enduring to the end. And do the things that he commanded us to do. Right? Shalom.